Why does the commission send so many referees? I think there's like 2 would suffice. For 6 fights, we got like a ref per fight. All right, here we go. Bout number 2. We've got Carlos, who is actually got seemingly home field advantage. He trains right here at the Fight Lab, but the crowd went wild for Myles Gomez, who's also in Temecula at West Coast Craft.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Myles Gomez in the blue, Umana is in the red. It'd be interesting if he actually uses some Krav Maga in this fight. Good takedown by Umana. Right into Gomez's guard. Umana is 1-1, and Gomez is making his debut. Both guys going. Umana's trying to pass the guard right now, but Gomez is keeping it pretty tight. Umana's actually a pretty decent striker, so it's kind of interesting that he went for the takedown right away.
When you say you're curious if you'll see some Krav, what would you look at that would be uniquely Krav Maga to look for?
Well, I mean, there would be a lot of strikes to the behind the knee. There'd be a lot of stuff in Krav Maga is actually illegal. It's a lot of knife fighting and throat attacks, but groin attacks and things of that nature. But they do have some pretty good standing control positions. It's usually used in self-defense scenarios. But like I said, it's been interesting. Right now, it looks like he's just using standard jiu-jitsu guard. It looks like he's going up, maybe looking for an armbar or a triangle. That's Corey Cass, co-owner of Grappling X, in the corner of Umana.
He's staying calm on the bottom, especially for a guy making his debut.
And we got to remind everyone, these are 2-minute rounds, so this round is pretty much over.
Right.
Well, almost over, I should say.
Close, Myles. Keep him close. Up.
So in a round, if no one does any real damage, is the takedown and dominant position alone enough to win it?
Yes.
Win the round?
Yeah.
Is the question? Yeah.
Don't hold him.
Umana won this round just because he controlled the cage.
Now, we haven't really covered that much about the aspect that these are amateur fights. We did say it's 2-minute rounds. There are a couple other differences. Tell us about those, Bry.
Well, the biggest difference is that there are no elbows to the face, standing or on the ground. That's probably the biggest one. Then there's obviously the rounds. They're very short. And I think in like most amateur sports, in amateur boxing, they're not going to let it go a whole long with someone getting beat. In a pro fight, ground and pound, you could see last for minutes sometimes, but that's not going to happen here in an amateur fight.
So the officiator is going to be playing it to the safe side, knowing that this, whatever happens tonight, isn't going to have any long-term effects on these guys' fights.
That's right. That's correct.
No one needs to get hurt on an amateur fight unnecessarily. All right. Well, it's an interesting first round. We're getting ready to. There we go. Getting ready for round 2. All right.
Beginning round number 2.
Circling.
Decent kick by Gomez.
Nice head movement by Carlos.
The one thing you'll see in Krav Maga is that they are predominantly strikers. They don't like to go to the ground unless they absolutely have to. Good sprawl by Gomez.
Nice sprawl.
Oh, but he can't keep it.
Carlos fights through.
He's recovering, but right now at this point, he's just helping himself being held down.
He's trying to wrench his neck out of there.
He doesn't have a submission there. That's nothing.
No.
He's just holding.
He was just fighting to control.
And Umana's already passed the side control.
Side control right in the middle of the ring.
And And this is a bad spot for Gomez because he really has no leverage. Being Krav Maga, I don't know how much escape knowledge he has as far from a jiu-jitsu perspective. We did see Zhao Aziz in his corner, so he does have some pretty good jiu-jitsu pedigree as far as training.
He's raining down some forearms. You said elbows were illegal, but those were essentially hammer fists.
Right. And again, this is a 2-minute round. So you have to give it to Umana again unless Gomez does something spectacular in the last few 30 seconds or so.
Right. And there aren't a whole lot of offensive options from this particular position.
No, you have to regain guard. Regain guard or roll out and escape.
Watch the mount. Watch the mount. Watch the mount. Use your forearm on his neck. Use your forearm on his
Carlos is, content to control position, land blows when he can. Probably knows he's got 2 rounds in the books for himself.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, and that's the round.
Well, Myles Gomez looked very comfortable standing up, and he looked like that's where he would obviously prefer to keep the fight. We'll see if he's able to do that. He hasn't been in the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, and it's kind of tough if you don't have good takedown defense. In a 2-minute round, you don't have a lot of time to make up for the points that takedown did. So even if he did get back to his feet and he's struggling and it takes him 30 seconds to get back to his feet, he's still losing.
Yeah.
He's down 2 rounds to 1 in my opinion. He's got to finish the fight. He's got to finish his opponent in order to win.
So we'll see him probably aiming for the fences with his hands and feet, and if he's got some submissions, maybe we'll see him surprise us with a submission attempt. But yeah, you're right. If he's winning, he's got to finish.
And I would actually be really aggressive coming out. He needs to establish a jab and then set up a big right or a big kick. He has to finish the fight. Here we go, final round.
Myles coaches calling him for a knockout.
Wow, nice kick by Umana.
Yeah, that was solid.
He doesn't like those kicks, Carlos.
Strong
jab.
stepping in jab.
It looks like Umana's trying to mix it up this round, going for a striking base.
Oh, overhand right from across the cage. And it's got to be frustrating when you're Myles Gomez. As soon as you start landing anything, Carlos takes him down.
This time
He's
he got
back up. We do have a fight in this third round.
He has to get an underhook, though. He's going to take him down again. There he goes. Now he can fight off the takedown.
Another fight for a takedown, but he's having a little more success staying on his feet than he did in the first 2 rounds.
He'd be better off if he got double unders. That's why.
Yeah. And it's deja vu all over again. Back on the ground. Side control.
Put your left elbow on the floor. Put your elbow on the floor. Your left elbow. Your left elbow. Put it on the floor.
And that's one thing is when Umana's getting these takedowns, he's getting takedowns right outside of the guard. He's getting it right into side control. And
yeah,
it really just, like I said, in 2-minute rounds, I hate to keep repeating that, but it just leaves the opponent with very little options.
Yeah.
Right underhook, Myles. Turn into him.
Well, I think it's a more constant difference maker of all the small changes. The no elbows.
Watch your arm. Watch your arm.
The other things, these 2-minute rounds are the biggest difference maker.
Yeah, I mean, the no elbows, is going to take away a lot of cuts. But I don't know how bad someone can get cut up in a 2-minute round anyway.
Yeah.
Underhook his arm, Myles.
But this really is all about experience, and hopefully he learned he's going to come back better.
Absolutely.
You gotta get up.
And there you have it. Second fight of the night is in the books. A lot of heart shown by both guys. They both gave it to the last bell.
Yeah, a lot of heart. I have it 3 rounds to nothing, Umana.
Yeah, pretty clearly.